Joe, why do you have a mustache in the thumbnail? You literally grew that overnight. Because it wasn't there a few days ago, dude. Are you going to explain yourself? Because we can't have someone as demented as you looking better than us.
Go like and subscribe, everyone, for me, Jizzy Joe Biden. The normal Joe isn't here today, Bush, so I have no idea what facial hair you're on about, because all I have are my gold chains.
Would you two zip it for a second? As you all saw, we have new names for most of our Pokemon as recommended by the viewers. Except for Reggie Drago here, who only got 2 nickname suggestions, so we'd like to see more from you guys before we come to a decision with it. The poor fellow has had it rough losing the first battle, and now it doesn't even have a name.
Yeah, so go drop names for the coolest looking Reggie Pokemon in that group. Also in today's episode, Bush is going to take on the first Titan of the game and then make his way to one of the closer towns, which has a gym. We want to see no losing and only winning Buddy.
We're already kicking things off with a battle against an Articuda. This Pokemon apparently gets shot like a missile from another bird Pokemon in this region, I'm pretty sure. It's a cool fish that we shall never use.
Boys, I gotta say that Regidrago is really struggling in battles right now. I know it needs to have some challenge, but both moves it has are physical attacking ones when it's got a much higher special attacking stat. I hope it learns something decent soon because Bite and Body Slam are awful.
They're only awful on this Pokemon, otherwise they're not bad. Also, check it out, Bush. You can see all the wild Pokemon running around freely in this game, which is something I love about Scarlet and Violet. I think you should try catch a few of them and build our Pokedex up between traveling through routes.
If we're gonna be catching Pokemon, then I definitely need Knackley for the meme. By the way, saw a Knackley salt and pepper shaker on Etsy the other day as well, which I thought was absolutely genius. I need me some of those for Christmas, which is coming up soon, guys.
Pretty sure we're currently in March, you dumbass Bush. We're closer to December from 2024 than we are from the one in 2025. Naxley is a little cutie pie for sure, though. And lots of the Pokemon on this route are actually decent. Shinx, for example, is a fan favorite.
Our boy is on a roll, though. He caught both of them in instant catches, which means we get more experience or something, doesn't it? I swear the ball usually rolls more.
Sometimes it does, but if you're a G and lucky as well, you can get instant catches. But these Pokemon are really low level, first of all, and also not very difficult to catch. So that's probably why he's getting so lucky. Either that or my buddies have been getting into the game files again. Cough, cough, cough.
I see, so that's what's been happening. Bush has the super luck ability like that one Pokemon who I can't remember. The cool thing is the Pokédex in this game is like a library, though, with all those books.
Hey, check it out. I caught a Pokemon that looks like Donald. Young Goose, or whatever this thing is called, was definitely styled after him without a doubt. You guys played through Alola and didn't even notice this, did you?
Actually, we did notice that very obvious thing, Bush. You weren't even around during those days in Alola. Maybe you should go watch the full movie on the channel to see all the abuse Donald got for looking like that vermin Pokemon.
And then he can also go watch how much you sucked at Pokemon battles back then too, Obama, and then come to the conclusion that literally nothing has changed. Also, catching a Charcaday is super awesome, Bush, because that Pokemon is really strong when evolved.
Personally, I prefer the purple version of that Pokemon. It's the one in the New Horizons anime as well, and it just looks way better. The red fire one is cool too, I guess, though.
One thing I will be avoiding is some battles because we don't need the team to be too high leveled. They give us worthless items as well if you beat all the trainers in the area too.
Bush, that's not the Titan, but a Terra Raid battle. Some of them are dotted around Paldea, kind of like in Galar with the Dynamax battles. They're pretty cool, and we can take them on later if we have time. They're difficult too, so would be a fun challenge.
Dynamax was really fun, and the last 2 gimmicks they released affected all Pokemon. Mega Evolution only affected certain Pokemon, and mainly ones which we were weak to begin with. Now you can have a Terrestrial Rayquaza, which was already busted.
And boom, another Pokemon caught. Shinx is awesome. Now hurry your old ass up and get to the crab. I got me the munchies so I could eat the whole thing myself.
Jizzy Joe smoking a big fat one already. And you can't eat the crab Pokemon either. That's just cruel. Although we all love Miltank Wagyu steak, that stuff can be cut with a spoon. It's so juicy and tender. And I bet some of you are watering at the mouth now.
Hang on. I decided to battle this dude, but he has a goddamn Jigglypuff. I wasn't expecting this. This little pink demon always put everyone to sleep in the anime and was hella strong too. Plus, I think it's a fairy type in this game as well.
Bush, you gotta be careful. That thing is using stockpile, which means, well, yeah, it means death to Regidragon yet again. The poor guy can't catch a break, can he?
Okay, Bush, you're not exactly filling me with much confidence so far in this playthrough. You lost Regidrago to a Jigglypuff. Thank God you're not running for president anymore, because that would have sure tanked your ratings big time, bro. That was worse than Obama losing Lugia to Wabuffet.
You gotta give me a break though, Donald. This is my first game, remember, and I don't know what all the moves do and how the typings affect each Pokemon yet. This will take me a lot of time to learn, and I am like 70-something years old as well. My bones don't work like they used to.
If you want my advice, then send out Chi-Yu and one-shot this grass type with Ember. It is a strong move for us right now. And the first gym you'll probably end up heading to is grass type as well. What do you guys think about the puzzles we have to do before the battles, though?
I think they're all right, but I do miss the older game style of doing things. I don't think you can really compare this game to the others, Obama, because it's open world now.
Jizzy Joe is right. I mean, we have a Makuhita and a Knackley just staring at Bush as he battles this random salary man, who, by the way, is a bit weird to see standing here in the middle of a desert, and he's even wearing a suit.
Donald, do not say anything more than that, please, dear God. In other news, the salary man has been beaten, and we shall be moving on very fast before Donald opens his fat mouth again. I want to see how giant this so-called giant crab is anyway.
Maybe don't use Regidrago on it, though, Bush. The guy is quite useless right now, so maybe switch train it for now until it gets some special attack moves that could help boost its power.
Well, the main rule we have is no healing during battles, so we got to remember that one. And then people are still commenting suggestions in episode 1 and 2, which is great to see. Remember, you guys can become a member of the channel if you want early access to videos.
Even though I set a waypoint, this place is really confusing to navigate through. I have no idea where I'm going, and all the rocks and landmarks look exactly the same. There needs to be a teleport feature for God's sake.
Here's your giant crab, though, Bush. It actually is huge. I think it got this big because it kept eating its greens, so make sure you listen to your parents' kids and eat that broccoli. Yeah, I see it on that empty plate of yours. If you eat all your greens, then one day you too will become just like this crab.
Oh my God, I forgot it was called Cloth. What a funny name, but yeah, eat your greens, kiddos. Or smoke it, either way.
No, please. Do not do that. Now back to this battle bush. You got to actually take it on like 2 or 3 times in this one go. It has the block move as well, which means we can't run away. So it's like mean look. Remember, if you need to, you can terrestrialize as well, and then it will turn into an ice type.
And the rock dragon has been taken out yet again. I just don't understand why this keeps happening to Regidrago. I feel really bad for the guy. I bet once it gets stronger, though, it will stop losing. It just has the worst moves right now, and that's all your fault, Donald.
How is that my fault? I can't be giving you its signature moves or Hyper Beam or something yet, can I? You need to earn the right to use those moves, and so far after losing to a Jigglypuff, you aren't proving yourself.
To be fair to him, the crab is quite a tough boss, and using Regidrago's moves on it weren't that effective. Articuno, however, is a solid choice. Also, I saw a lot of comments of people so happy to see Articuno on the team.
It's probably my favorite bird out of the legendary trio. It definitely has the best design and looks so pretty too with its shiny blue tails. The shiny form we have, though, is a bit bland, and they could have made it more apparent that it's a shiny. Either way, it's a beautiful Pokemon.
The crab is all juiced up now, though, Bush, so get ready. It's going to be even stronger this time, and we even have Arvin with us to take it on in a double battle, which should balance things out a bit at least.
Those special herbs it eats can basically cure anything, so shouldn't everyone be looking for them and making more? Imagine all the diseases you could cure once you have a stockpile of those plants.
I mean, the normal person would probably do that. And knowing you, Donald, you'd capitalize off it and sell them for extortionate prices to make more billions. Can't say I wouldn't do the same, though. These gold chains need to be funded somehow.
That would be a very smart business plan, though, which is Donnie's forte, as we all know. This crab is slowly losing its health, and thankfully it can't heal. But I hope it won't run off again for me to chase down.
At this point, it won't run away, but you beat it regardless, Bush. So well done. Drain Punch is a solid move for Meloetta since it restores our own health, which is a sneaky way of healing a battle. But I think this is allowed since it's a move and not an item.
Wow. So that's the first Titan dealt with. This also means Miraidon will become more useful for us. How it works is after each Titan beaten, we gain more power to Miraidon, and it can do more stuff, so essentially, you could take on all the Titans right now if you wanted, and then be able to access Paldea much more easily.
Some of them, especially on the other side of Paldea, are really strong, though, Donald, and right now, if I keep losing Regidrago to shit like a Jigglypuff, imagine how bad it would be against a stronger Titan.
My favorite Titan is that little sushi cutie pie. They're so small, and then, well, you'll see what I mean later on, Bush. That one is one of the tougher ones, though.
Our boy took a selfie with us, though. Surely this place would be best kept a state secret until government officials like myself can get in there and sweep up all of those herbs. And then we can grow them and mass produce some for the whole Pokemon world.
See, because I'm a kind fellow, I gave my sandwich to Miraidon boys. That way it can be the guinea pig and see if there are any effects later on. Especially if Donald plans on harvesting them all up and stuffing them down the throats of everyone on the planet.
They're an ancient form of plant, I think, if they're in that old book of Arvin's. And they're definitely safe to eat as well. I'd happily eat them every day with all my meals because I know they're just that good for me, boys.
You can be the human guinea pig for them, Obama, along with Arvin, who probably didn't even wash them before putting them in his food or mine either. Man needs to up his hygiene game, especially considering we're eating our lunch in a cave.
And somehow the professor got our phone number. I bet the director Clavel, or whatever his name is, gave it to him. He's quite useful for us, though, and gives us hints on what Miraidon is and can do as well.
I think he needs a better haircut before he starts associating himself with the likes of 4 presidents. He thinks he's a teenager with that haircut, but he's probably in his 40s and is having a midlife crisis. Back in my 40s, my hair was just gorgeous.
Donald's hair rant aside, the next big city for us to head to is Artisan, guys, which is the grass-type gym location like Obama mentioned earlier. I have no idea what to expect from these gyms, but Chi-Yu will be my main force of action there.
Something I recommend doing is collecting the shiny items on the floor because I think they unlock more TMs for us, which could be useful. The moves we have on all the Pokemon right now, except maybe Chi-Yu, aren't great, Bush.
I think they're like furballs or something. Someone can let us know about that in the comments, but also, whilst you're down there, guys, make sure to like the video and subscribe, as it really helps our channel grow. We recently hit 24,000 subscribers, so thank you all so much.
You only hit that because I started appearing in more videos, Donald. So you 3 should be thanking me, actually. And check it, I made it to the gym too. This place will feel the ultimate wrath of my shiny blue fishy, just you wait and see.
Big L taking all the credit for the channel growing like it is Bush. I'm sorry to say, but us 3 started it all, and my gold chains only add to the subscriber count.
Before I get ganged up on by you guys, we're ending this here. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. We hope you enjoyed the video. We're going to be pumping these out as much as we can as well, so stay tuned and have a great week.
I'm actually doing all the editing, so I could just edit you out of everything and replace you with a turd. At least that would treat us with better respect than you have right now, and not steal our credit.